Today in the Fresh Brew Run Club, my marathon training shoe lineup. Welcome to the Fresh Brew Run Club. Today's video, I'm talking shoes, specifically the shoes that I'm gonna wear while training for the 2023 Indianapolis Marathon. So in my training plan, there are several different types of runs, and I'm gonna use several different types of shoes to match those runs. But let me give a very important preface. This is totally unnecessary. If you are training for a marathon or even thinking about training for a marathon, you only need one shoe, okay? You can absolutely get by. I basically trained for and ran the Cleveland Marathon in one shoe, the Nike Invincible 2, and it worked out fine. I ran my PR, I felt like I trained great. However, some runners prefer to have a little bit of a rotation, a specific shoe for a specific run. Think of it like golf. You use your driver for the long shots, you use your 3-wood for the sort of long shots, but not too long, but not too short. You use your 6-iron for a par 3, putter for putts, chipper for chips. You get the point. There are different uses for different clubs, and there can be different uses for different shoes. So I've amassed some shoes over the years. I did not specifically buy all of these for this marathon training plan. It's just sort of shoes that I happen to have that maybe I haven't gotten full mileage out of that I'm gonna work into my rotation for this marathon training cycle. So with that little disclaimer out of the way, let's get started. So I'm gonna start with my slowest workout, and that is my recovery runs. So this is an easy run that comes after a high effort run, such as a tempo run or a long run, and I'm going to run in the Nike Invincible. These are the original Invincibles. I still have one pair left of these. These are my favorite easy, slow run shoes. Like I said, I ran in the Invincibles in an actual marathon race, so they can go a little bit faster, but the cushioning, the plush, the squishiness, the comfort is great when your feet are sore and you're feeling tired from the workout from the day before. So I'm gonna squeeze out the last 100 or so miles in these after my hardest runs during this training cycle. Now next up, so moving a little bit quicker, let's stay in the easy run realm, but maybe like an easy run on a Saturday morning, not after a big tough workout, and even into like a little bit faster than an easy run, such as a long run. And this is the New Balance More V4. This is gonna be the workhorse of my marathon training program. I will run the majority of my miles in this shoe. I really love it. I made several videos about this shoe. I am very excited to have found this shoe for my marathon training this year. It just eats away at the miles without you noticing. Perfect for long runs, perfect for easy runs. It's super versatile. It can go a little bit faster. Like if I wanted to take it on a tempo run, for example, I think it could absolutely handle that. It runs a little bit hot, but honestly not that big a deal because it's just so comfortable, but firm at the same time, which is exactly what I want in a shoe that is going to be logging a ton of miles. So the More V4, this is going to be the main shoe for my marathon training. So now getting a little bit faster into like my tempo runs or my strength runs, or maybe even a speed workout, is the Invincible 3. So this was a controversial shoe. A lot of people didn't like it because they felt like it was too rigid or too firm, or there was heel slip. I feel like it is a little bit of a faster shoe than the Invincible 1 and 2, which is kind of different. And honestly, it makes me like this shoe a little bit less than the original versions. However, that added speed and added like, I don't know, like snappiness, sharpness to it will make it a pretty good shoe if I want to do a little bit faster run, like a tempo run, or like I said, even like a strength or maybe a speed workout. Like if my feet are hurting, hey, this is a pretty good shoe to take out on the track. Besides, the track that I think I'm going to do most of my speed workouts on is just an asphalt track. I'll show it, so subscribe so you don't miss my future vlogs about my speed workouts, but it's not a regular track. And I think I'm gonna need a little bit of cushioning and honestly a little bit of width on the heel because I'm a heel striker and I can step on a rock or uneven surfaces on this track and twist my ankle easily if I don't have a pretty wide heel. So this is, again, a pretty versatile shoe. I think that's what I like about it, but also kind of its downfall. It's not as comfortable or cushiony as the first two shoes, but as far as a shoe that's gonna be able to handle several different types of workouts, this is a great option. So now let's get into some of the faster workouts, which includes speed workouts, strength workouts, and then the shoe that I'm gonna run the actual race in, that is the VaporFly 2 carbon fiber plate. It's super light. I really like it. However, I don't wanna log too many miles on it. I wanna make sure that this lasts until the race so that I can wear it in the Indy Marathon. So I maybe want to run in this like once a month. So I'm thinking about doing like one tempo run per month in this shoe and then running the actual 26.2 mile marathon race in it at the end of my training cycle. But I want to make sure I get 1 or 2 runs in a month so I kind of keep it fresh. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm just kind of scared of like leaving it on the shelf for 4 months and then the morning of the race, you know, pulling it out of my suitcase and just hoping it holds up. I feel like if I run in it a couple times, it'll kind of help to keep it fresh, but I also don't want to wear down the outsole of this shoe. So we're gonna be very careful with this because I don't really want to buy another one because it is not exactly the cheapest shoe in the world. And then finally, what I would consider the fastest shoe in my lineup, and I think I'm gonna run a lot of my speed and strength workouts, or as many as I can, in the original VaporFly. So I ran in this shoe for my half marathon PR 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago in 2020. It's a fast shoe. It's super lightweight. It's got a carbon fiber plate. Like, there really isn't much to this shoe, which is kind of its downfall. For me, it's not very comfortable. It hurt my feet. I don't think I could run more than a half marathon distance in this shoe. Plus, the heel is very skinny. So if I step on a rock, which I did during my training, I'm gonna twist my ankle. And I did twist my ankle during my training and it wasn't great. It ended up not impacting my final time, but it was kind of scary for a moment there. So when I do run on like a real rubber track, I think I'll use this just for those pure speed workouts. My first speed workout are 12 400 meter repeats with a 400 meter rest in between. So I think this is kind of the perfect shoe for me for that workout. So with that said, that is my shoe lineup for 2023. Like I said, I didn't buy all these shoes with the explicit purpose of training for the 2023 Indianapolis Marathon. It's just kind of stuff that I've had for the past few years that I'm kind of cobbling together, making sure that I get the most out of these shoes. So that's kind of my approach to this marathon. Again, I'm not the fastest runner in the world, so I don't think I need to have like the most advanced shoe for every single run I'm going on. The bulk of my miles will be in that New Balance More V4, which I absolutely love. So that's going to be the workhorse. And then as of now, I'm going to run the race in the AlphaFly 2. So let me know in the comments, how do you approach your sort of running shoe lineup? I'm actually more curious about this question. If there was one shoe that you could buy to train for your entire marathon and run the race, what would that shoe be? Because I don't know, I don't think it's realistic to buy 6 different shoes for your marathon training. Like I said, I just had these sort of around from the past 3-4 years, so I'm putting them to work now. But like, what is the one shoe? For me, I would say the one shoe would be the More V4. I think it's soft enough and has enough cushion for those long runs, but also is rigid enough, stable enough for a little bit of speed, for me at least, for my marathon pace. So that's what I would do. So that'll be today's video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you soon.